Hello friends, ICI has come up with very comprehensive guidelines for conducting the November 2020 exams. It is very good that these guidelines have come up. Why? Because there has been so much confusion in social media about the fact that will exams be held or not. So as usual, like in May, you had that advocate who filed a case in Supreme Court and then ICI had to appear in court and finally cancelled the exam, notwithstanding the good scheme which I thought was this opt-out scheme. Now that NEET exams were held, J exams were held, one did have a view that ICI exams should also be held. Now, students have, there are a lot of students who really want the exams to be held. Some are like, okay, the exams, there are safety concerns, and I can clearly understand. And the logic also stands good. In my previous video, this was told that NEET is just a 3-hour exam and CA is going to be spread over 20 days. Definitely the risk here is much wider. However, given the fact there are so many students who might, let's say, be stuck in the CA final exams and now desperately want the exams to be held, because your career is like stuck. May exam got cancelled, now November cannot be cancelled. So what I think was correct has happened. Agreed, you will all can always come up with the say that CFA Institute has decided that in India for December across all these locations exams are not going to be held because either you don't have the people to conduct the test or the venues are not available. So across major cities where CFA exams are going to be held, they will not be held, and from 2021 it's going to shift to the online mode. Our C Institute has increased the examination centers from 505 that were planned earlier to 915. So now we are covering 192 additional districts. What else do you want? Now you don't really have to travel out of your district to the extent possible. And that's a major thing because our major concern was not that we are afraid of the exams. Our major concern was safety of our as well as our family members. And why important? Because let's say I am going out of my house to appear for the exam, and my parents who might, let's say, be in their old age are more likely to contract the virus if I become the carrier. And what they've also said is that in case the exams are supposed to be held in Bihar or places where parliamentary by-elections are going to be held, so instead of 2nd, 3rd, 6th and 7th, it is now going to be postponed by around 2 weeks to 19th, 21st, 23rd and 25th. Only thing is that you might again start comparing that original question paper was difficult in terms of x and the other paper will be 1.1x or 0.9x. That kind of confusion can always remain. Now, very good SOP in terms of seating areas to be sanitized and door handles, staircase, etc. shall be disinfected. If you want, you can further sanitize. You can carry a face shield, hand gloves, additional protection, because ultimately, yes, definitely. But yeah, there are these classic issues that 3 hours with gloves, it can become very sticky, and face shield also, if I am not able to really breathe properly with all of this gadget on my PPE, not very sure how effective the exams are going to be held. But yes, this will be a practical challenge. Now, this opt-out scheme is good. In case you are suffering from COVID, you develop diseases during the exams, your zone becomes a containment zone during the exams, you can opt out. Fantastic. So at least some people will have to sacrifice for the larger collective good of the CA fraternity. So I think that will be very unfortunate in case you have to opt out. But what can be done for the larger society is something that we might have to take a large heart and take a view. Now, my humble request here is that what if a student develops COVID-19 in between the exams? So what the C Institute is saying that you can opt out. Now, opt out means my exam fees is carry forward, etc. on a self-declaration basis. But another thing could be that there could be a separate hall for such students to appear for exams, the way it happened in JEE Mains. And let's say the student has appeared for accounts, audit, law, 3 exam papers. Now, will they be evaluated and carried forward to May 2021? Because that has been a lot of hard work. It has been unfortunate that the student contracted COVID in between the exams, but let's say these 3 exam papers, will the performance be carry forward or not? This could be one suggestion from my end. I am no one to give a suggestion that ways, but still, this is what I thought. Now, this infrared thermoscanning, right, of the temperature shall be done at the entry. Fantastic thing. So anyone who has temperature beyond the limit will not be allowed. The only loophole here is that please students, please don't be selfish. In case you have got temperature, don't take paracetamol and try to escape. This is our collective responsibility to ensure that November 20 exams are conducted in earnest for the larger good of this entire community. Now, one small issue or one large issue, depending on at which strata of the economic ladder you are, is the transportation to and from the exam centers. And there are many students who don't have their own vehicles to drop them to the exam centers or take them back. Now, instead of public transport, can buses be deployed on a chargeable basis so that at least students are ensured that they will sanitize? Because if you look at a city like Kolkata with unlock happening, look at the kind of massive traffic which is happening in terms of the buses. They're just choked. In fact, pre-COVID, there is more traffic now because there are less number of buses and people have just started traveling. Now, that public transport will be a major issue which we will have to see as to how this is going to happen, because remember, if you are preparing for CA final, it's going to be 8 days, not just 3 hours where you have to travel to and fro. So it's not just about you, as I said, it is also about your parents, your family members who can contract the virus. So can public transport be avoided in some way? Can something be done? I'm not very sure. Pooled cars or special buses, etc. Because this is a unique situation, and when extraordinary situations come, they also require extraordinary solutions. So these are the things which I had from my mind, that I had to comment on this SOP and the new thing. But again, kudos to the CA Institute. CA Institute is always at the receiving end that this is not correct and this is not correct, because most of the students have started feeling like Prince Charming, and they think that the world owes them a living in some way. Don't take it otherwise. The good thing that the CA Institute has done, and it deserves heartily congratulations on this. And since you are preparing for the CA final exams, there is this free live exclusive marathon series for CA final aspirants on costing. It's going to start from the 11th of October from 9:15 onwards, and hence from Sunday morning you can just log on to Unacademy live CA final channel and avail these classes by Professor Sachin Gupta, and I'm sharing the link in the description. So I'm sure that you would have thought that these issues which I have raised are pertinent. So whether this is collective thing that don't take paracetamol, or the thing about this transportation, or the fact that what if there are 3 papers which I have appeared before I contracted COVID, separate hall, opt-out scheme is fine, and let's congratulate the CA Institute for this additional coverage of 192 districts. So thank you so much for watching this video. All the best and have a great exams in case you are preparing for the November 2020